everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington, and I am just sipping on this Real Housewives of Beverly Hills tea like it's my job because I'm kind of trying to make it my job. All right, so with that, let's help me make it my job by liking this video, subscribing to my channel, and sharing with a friend. That could really help me out, and I would really appreciate it, you guys. So with that, let's dive in. So as we all know, today is the day. They are filming the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 12 reunion today. A couple of things. One, I just did a video on how Dirty Diana Jenkins is trying to dodge accountability. You know, word on the street is that she said she had C19, and so she's literally phoning it in. She's going to be on Zoom or Skype or something, so she doesn't have to, like, physically be there and be really held accountable. You know, when they ask the tough questions, she might get a little, internet glitch or something. Who knows? But besides that, we are hearing that for the first time ever, I don't know if it's Housewives history, but it's definitely this particular franchise's history, they are having a reunion where they are not privy to, they have not seen the final episodes. There's about, 3 or 4 more episodes still to go on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And they're saying that they were not given to the ladies to watch prior to the reunion. So they're kind of going in, some people are saying blindsided, but not really. Like, you were there. Like, you don't have to see the scenes to talk about the truth. Like, if you lived it, if you were there, you know what you said, you know what you did, you know what other people said, you know what other people did. So you don't need to wait to see how you're going to get edited unless you are doing a couple of things, unless you are trying to create a fake narrative, create a fake storyline, you're trying to manipulate and control people's thoughts, you're trying to get a certain type of edit or read, because, every time they say that they wrote something bad, oh, it was a bad edit, it was a producer's, but the truth is, they can't edit what you don't give them, right? So you don't really need to see the edit if you're going to actually be honest and if you're actually going to tell the truth. But it is unprecedented. They did not get the screeners like they usually get. Like, of course, we, the public, don't know what the episodes are since they're filming, but they usually get screeners so they can see all the episodes, know how it's going to be, and they can go into the reunion, guns a-blazing, ready to go. Now, there's a couple of, theories out there on why Bravo decided to not give them the screeners. I think a couple of them are obvious. One, they are still probably editing and re-editing the final episodes. Like we saw, they took that break right before the Aspen episodes to re-edit some of the episodes based on everything that was happening in social media, based on, Botgate, based on just everything that was, coming out into the light, all of Diana Jenkins' rumors, Erica's meltdowns, Lisa Rinna being a mess on social media. It was clear, Good Morning America doing a whole segment about the toxicity of, Bravo and what happened to Garcelle's son. So clearly they had to take a beat. They had to take a moment, regather themselves, and re-edit stuff. Again, that's suspicious. Like, it's like I said before, if you're editing truthfully, if you're editing, real life, regardless of what happens, you should not have to re-edit if your first edit was truthful. Do you see what I'm saying? So Bravo's slip is really showing. The fact that you had to even take a pause to re-edit because the truth was coming out, the truth was coming out about Rinna, Patrick Summers, about Erica, about Diana, about them trying to sabotage Kathy. Like, now that all of the truth is coming out, now you have to re-edit. So what did your original edit look like? What narrative was you pushing? Because Bravo, remember, they already told on themselves that they are willing to continue fake storylines and continue lying and protecting housewives. Rinna herself had said that she lied, made up the storyline about Harry and the spaghetti sauce and Garcelle. Bravo did not choose to disclose that and air that until months later when Rinna fell out of favor. But if she had not fallen out of favor, we never would have known that because they deleted that scene. They edited it out until they leaked it months later. So we already know that Bravo has been complicit in enabling fake storylines and protecting certain housewives when they're in favor. So we already know that. So I heard another content creator say, oh, one of the theories is that maybe it's legalities, right? Maybe it's like Diana's lawyers are saying, we'll sue if she gets a bad edit, this, that, and the third. And so they're going to go back and like re-edit the episodes to sort of like be in favor of her because they're scared of being sued or lawyers. To me, that doesn't resonate. I don't think that. I think the opposite, right? I think what we've seen in the first Aspen episode where we saw Diana have a complete meltdown and freak out and was literally this like weird person who was just psychotic, calling Sutton's the see you next Tuesday and acting erratic and absolutely crazy. Like they showed the truth of her then. This last episode in Aspen, they really showed the truth of Erica. So if it's Erica threatening to sue, or some people are saying maybe it was Kathy, but to be honest, Kathy never even said a thing about a cease and desist. Kathy never said anything about lawyers. Kathy never even really spoke on this other than to say, my little sister, got under my skin. I said some things I shouldn't have. We apologize and it's over. Kathy never brought up lawyers, never brought up cease and desist, never brought up, trying to hide the truth ever. It's only been Erica and Diana and Rinna, who all three of them in some certain capacity has said, veiled threats, threatening to sue, doing lawsuits, X, Y, and Z. So I don't think that it's Bravo scared about anybody's lawyers. I think it's more that they would go back and re-edit and show the actual truth rather than protecting and covering what used to be the favorites. Rather than protecting Rinna, they're going to show Rinna. Rather than protecting Erica, because they have been protecting Erica, if we're going to be honest, literally up until this last episode where she really took the mask down and showed everybody exactly who she really was, Bravo had been protecting her. Let's be honest. The fact that she even has a job at Bravo shows you exactly how Bravo has been protecting her. I don't know any other company where they're just, handing out jobs to people who are being sued 25 different ways. I don't know where they do that at. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I think it's the opposite. I think if anything, they're going to go back and they are going to re-edit the last episodes to actually be more in alignment with the truth, showing the truth of who these women really are, and removing the cover, removing the nice edits, removing this, that, and the third. That's what I think is going on. I also think that they are going to use a couple of things to determine how they edit the last episodes. I think they're going to use what the women say in the reunion. I think what comes out in the reunion will help dictate how they create the storylines, how they create the narratives so it makes sense leading up to the reunion that we actually watch. Do you see what I'm saying? So everything is happening like so fast. There's new news every day. There's new lawsuits, new, random charities, new people coming out to light, new Patrick Summers, new this, that, new Botgates. There's something new happening all of the time. So I think what they want to do is they want to make sure that the story makes sense leading up to the reunion. So whatever comes out in the reunion will dictate how they edit the last episodes. Whereas in prior seasons, it hasn't been this sort of like trial by fire every single day. There's something new, something new, something new. So it was easy to sort of manage. It was easy to dictate. It was easy to dictate the narrative. This happened in episode 13. This happened in episode 14. This happened in episode 15. Now the reunion makes sense what they're talking about. But since everything is happening so fast, I think they want to have the leeway to be able to edit the reunion and also edit the last episodes where it makes sense with where we are in real life time. Because again, Bravo has been catching up to us, catching up to the rumors, catching up to allegations, catching up to the blind items, catching up to the bloggers, catching up to social media. So I think they want to give themselves the leeway to be able to create a narrative and a storyline that makes sense and also is in alignment with everything that's happening now in real time. So I mean, I actually think it's great. I think that we're going to get a much more raw, a much more honest, a much more authentic reunion if Andy does his job correctly, with them not seeing how their storyline is going to be portrayed at the end of the episodes. You know what I mean? It's like it's like if you don't tell somebody something and then you spring it on them and you kind of get their natural reaction, rather than if somebody kind of has the heads up, they can prepare, they can do this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? They can kind of, dictate their response. They can kind of manipulate a little bit. So I'm on board for this. I think it's really great that they did it this way. I think we're going to get a much better, more interesting reunion with them not knowing what their final edits will be and what the final episodes will look like. But I also want to know what you guys think. Do you think it was fair of Bravo to have them tape the reunion today without seeing the final episodes? Or are you like me and you're like, yeah, we're finally going to get some authenticity from these ladies because they don't know what's coming down the pipeline, and they have to actually tell the truth and just be honest because they don't know what the end is going to look like. What do you think? Why do you think they didn't give them the last episodes? Do you agree with my conspiracy theory? Do you think it's because they are editing the episodes to actually be more honest and revealing? Or do you think they're doing it because they want to edit it because they're scared of lawsuits and they want to actually edit in a way that, certain housewives who are threatening to sue? Or do you think they just need time to get their ish together, giving that every single hour there is a new something dropping about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? Let me know what you think. Put it down in the comments below. This is juicy, this is good, and it's far from over. We still have 3 or 4 episodes left, and then every single part of the reunion, which I'm sure is going to be maybe like a 3-4-parter. So we are just getting started with this Real Housewives of Beverly Hills drama, and guess what? I'm here for it, and I hope you're here for it too. So be sure to subscribe to my channel, click that notification bell, like this video so I can get this bumped up, and then also share with a friend. You can also give back through the super thanks. And check out the description box, you guys. We got some fun goodies down there. We have podcasts, movies, books, freebies, everything. You can join the Candy Cane community down there as well. So be sure to join us, you guys. And until next time, you know what to do. Take care of yourself and each other. I love you. Bye.
Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram @Candy Washington. Let's go!